It's your man Jay Graves, and welcome to the Jay Graves Report College Football Weekly Wrap-Up, Week 12. Y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Like I always say, the playoffs start Week 1. Boys will start listening to me when I say, no way all four teams are going to go down the stretch undefeated. It's college football, bruh. You got 18 to 22-year-olds dealing with a whole bunch of pressure. Now, let's get into the ball game. Matter of fact, there's two ball games here that I didn't even preview because I figured let's not even talk about them because I'm going to put too much pressure on them. Now, number one, Kansas State goes to Baylor and gets the doors blown off of them 52-24. Now, how in the world does the number one team in the country get the doors blown off of them by Baylor? It's because Kansas State is Kansas State. You knew that these boys were not going to run the table because they at Kansas State. There's a reason why boys play at Kansas State, bruh. They ain't Alabama, Texas, Oklahoma, USC. There's a reason why boys are playing at Kansas State. This is what happened. They became the number one team in the country. All of a sudden, that's brand new territory for a boy. They are walking around campus, getting mad love, folks knocking on their doors all night. They hollering at women they ain't never hollered at before. ESPN hanging out on campus, want to interview with boys. Next thing you know, it's Thursday, Friday. Boys forgot all about they got to go down to Waco this weekend and play a football game. They walking around talking about they the best team in the country, and they didn't prepare like the best team in the country and got the doors blown off of them this weekend, bro. Now, let's move on to the next ball game. Number 13, Stanford goes to Eugene to play the Parliament Funkadelic. They came out there, Parliament Funkadelic, with the sweet uniform, looking good as they always do. What happened? The Parliament Funkadelic got sidelined, 17-14, number 2 team in the country. Can't explain it. Can't explain it at all. They had the number 1 offense in America, 52 points a game, got held to 14 by Stanford. Unbelievable ball game, but now what happens after that? Number 1 and number 2 go down. Notre Dame. It sickens me to say Notre Dame goes to the number 1 team in the country. Now, the SEC took a smoke break this weekend, bruh, and moved up. Let's break it down. The SEC, Alabama, beat Western Carolina 49-0. Georgia plays Georgia Southern, beat them 45-14. Florida plays Jacksonville State, beat them 23-0. And then South Carolina plays Wofford and beat them 24-7. Now, these boys took a smoke break. You know why they took a smoke break? Because of what happened to Kansas State and Oregon. You reeling down the end of the season. These dudes took a smoke break and they figured we can't lose this weekend. It's too close to the end. So they put the Doug cupcake at the end of the season and let these boys lose in front of them. Now Alabama back in the hunt. Kind of smart though, bro. you gotta give them props. It's dull, but it's smart. Now let's move on to the last ball game. Number 18, USC goes to number 17, UCLA. Now USC have won 12 out of 13 of these ball games over the last 13 years. They beat the brakes off of UCLA last year, 50-0. UCLA was not having it this year, bruh. Came out there, won the ball game 38-28 to win the Pac-12 South. So now, USC has to play Notre Dame this weekend without Matt Barkley. Matt Barkley got hurt during this ball game, tore his shoulder up some kind of way on a sack. Now, the whole world is holding their breath, hoping that Notre Dame wins this weekend. Because if Notre Dame is in Southern California, the whole BCS is going to be dull because you got all one-loss teams hanging around and a number SEC dub teams all stacked up together. Hey, Notre Dame, as much as it sickens me to say, you got to win this weekend, bruh. Holla at your boy. It's your man Jay Graves from the JayGravesReport.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JayGravesReport, and you can holla at your boy.